disembodied voice. Ooh. Get jump scared, idiots. That's right. Get jump scared. You absolute fools. Oh, you saw the spooky... I'm sorry, I jump scared you for real that time. You saw my last open tab. Did you see that? That was scary. Hold on. Whoa. Ghost transparent GIF. Whoa. Are you afraid yet? Hold on. Okay. So this movie is the scariest movie of all time. I think we should watch the trailer first, because I feel like that'll really get us in the mood. The Screaming Skull trailer. Yeah, I don't think you're ready. I'm gonna be honest. 1 cent. Thank you for the 1 cent. Chat doesn't care. I'm sorry to tell you, chat just doesn't care about your cent. She told me, she DM'd me and said she doesn't care, but I care. I care. Alright? This is the official trailer. It's the scariest movie of all time. I promise you. And tell me if the volume isn't loud enough or is loud. This is scary. You're not prepared.
The Screaming Skull.
Whoa! Look at it go.
Its impact is so terrifying that it may have an unforeseen effect. It may kill you.
It may kill you.
Therefore, its producers feel they must assure free burial services to anyone who dies of fright.
What if I just offed myself in the audience so I get a free burial?
Be sure to bring someone with you who can identify you when you see,
Like just mid-movie.
Screaming Skull. Only this lost soul, half man, half ghost, knows the secret of the living dead's curse. The torturous agony that saturates these walls and makes the shutters.
Ooh, is the skeleton gonna pop up again? I know, they really should.
Terrorizing those who dare to love with the maddening, jealous shriek of the Screaming Skull.
I can't handle this trailer. It's too scary.
What diabolic demon dares touch the Screaming Skull? What ghoulish
He's
thoughts
dipping it in
control
water?
this poor man's demented mind?
Why is he
What does
dipping
he
it in
know?
water?
What secret, horrifying and blood-curdling, is he hiding? Nothing is more
Why is he dipping it in water,
terrifying
though?
than the chilling breath of a vampire woman, ghostly.
Oh, vampire! There's a vampire woman?
Real as a will-o'-the-wisp.
We scored! We found another one with a vampire woman. I know. 2 screaming women, a vampire woman, and a skull that pops up. You'll gasp with heart-stopping horror. I don't know why the aspect ratio is so bad. Hold on. Why does some of the text come out of the screen? It's just that scary. Whoa, buy it now? Guys, wait, it's on Blu-ray. Wait, it's on Blu-ray. It's on... Wait a second. I kind of want to buy it now. It's on Blu-ray. We could have, like, a physical copy of this movie. I feel like that would be worth it. That would be worth the $2. Alright, we're gonna turn down the lights. Alright. That's... Okay, that's a little too far. That's a little too much. Hold on. Okay, that's scary. Whoa. Hold on. We need to turn down the lights to get scarier. Color correction. Alright, we're gonna turn it down just a little bit. Just slightly. Brightness, here it is. Yeah, just like slightly. That just makes me scary looking. You know what? You know what? We're not getting color burn today. We're not getting color burn. You're just gonna have to put up with it. It's okay. You get the neon colors. Alright, it's time. Are you prepared to get spooked out of your socks? Are you ready to get scared? I know I'm ready. Not wearing any? Oh, good. Alright, you're already prepared then. No, you only missed the trailer. You only missed the trailer, but I'll sum it up for you. Scary vampire. Sexy vampire lady. Skull pops out of stuff like it's a floating PNG file of a skull. And there's screaming women everywhere. It's just like my life. That's like a summary of my life. So don't worry, you missed nothing. They know how to get me on board. Oh, you're gonna get a cool intro monologue just like the last one? Ooh, there may be aliens. You will die. It's gonna be like that, watch. Could be
The
exactly.
Screaming Skull is a motion picture that reaches its climax in shocking horror. Its impact is so terrifying that it may have an unforeseen effect. It may kill you.
Ooh, it may kill you. Listen, guys,
Therefore,
I believe it.
its producers feel they must assure free
Hi,
burial
Static.
services to anyone who dies of fright while seeing The Screaming Skull.
You came just in time for the scariest movie of all time. Where's the skull? You know what? We may get the misogyny. This might be the part. It said something about a married couple. So you just know. Oh. Frog? Whoa! Whoa! No way! Holy shit! I didn't expect it! I might not survive. Guys, I might need to get free burial after this. Terminal's not gonna live. He will die. Not gonna lie, that skull looks like mine. I know. I took it out of you. Hi, Eiko. Oh god, that scared me. I know. Oh, this one doesn't have Dick Manlove, though. What was the other one? The other movie had someone named Dick Manlove. Produced by homoerotic Manlove. Yeah, how many people do you think this killed? How many people do you think got murdered by this? Be honest. At least one, right? At least one. Like, this was the 50s. Right? Someone must have died. Listen, the last credits on the last public domain movie night, it said Dick Manlove. I assure you. Happy little 50s family. That's a nice car. Oh, but the skull might be in the trunk. You never know.
Welcome, Mrs. Whitlock.
Lovely, Eric.
You look disappointed for a moment.
I did not. It's really lovely. Oh, look.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be the skull. Do these have peacocks?
I bet that's the den there.
That's right.
Is that a bedroom?
Just runs up and punts it.
Yes, it is.
Gonna be ours?
You'll need some fixing first.
Or is her room?
Yes. Come on along, I'll show you the rest of the house.
Points at roof. That must be the attic, right? And this door going downwards underground must be the basement. She said that was her room. Maybe that's the skull's room. Or the sexy vampire. Maybe she lives in the attic. We figured it out.
Fitting now, I suppose. Empty like this. But it was usually this way. Shortly after Marion and I were married, she removed all the...
Yeah, the subtitles are slightly off.
This is our home, she used to say. And we must choose...
They replaced house with home.
Well, we didn't get very far before she died. But now that you're here, it's going to be lovely again.
How do they mix it up so bad?
We're all town at the warehouse. And I'll take care of that, too.
You have candles?
Sure.
It'll be twice as romantic.
Ah, the romance is blooming in the skull house. Oh, okay, actually. Speaking of romantic.
Carry you over the threshold.
Eiko misogyny arc. It got called out by Automod. Alright, misogynist Eiko.
Life had died out.
For saying dumb white girl. Sorry, that's not a permitted term here.
What's that up there?
Oh, that's where Mickey keeps his gardening things.
Who's Mickey?
The gardener. He's kept it up the 2 years I've been away.
By himself?
That's right.
Must work awfully hard.
Oh, he and Marion would spend hours on end working here in the gardens. And up in the greenhouse back there.
Oh, I don't trust
He loved
Mickey
it very
already.
much. Sometimes I used to wonder who she was. My wife or Mickey's nursemaid.
Oh, wait, this isn't his wife?
No, I don't think he quite believes she's gone.
Wait,
I think he expects her
what
to
kind
show
of
up
love
one these
triangle is going
mornings
on here?
and scold her for neglecting the gardens.
You still love her, don't you?
What?
No, I'm not jealous. I'm grateful to her. I think to have loved once, really loved.
The subtitles are
learn how to
making it
love.
homoerotic. They keep putting him instead of
Learning
her.
it from her, you give again to me. I wish there was some way to thank her.
Oh, his wife is the secret sexy vampire lady.
I don't know. They're driving around the back.
An affair?
Come on, look.
I thought that was his wife. It's his new wife. He's cheating on his dead vampire wife.
We stopped by to meet your new wife.
Yep, new wife.
Wonderful surprise.
It's been a long time.
It has.
Reverend,
Good to see you, Eric.
Jenny, this is Mrs. Snow.
Because it's the
Very happy to
50s.
meet you. Jenny,
Because
this
it's
is
the
a
50s.
lovely
That's why the
surprise.
guy is louder than the girl.
Reverend Mr. Snow.
Hello, my dear.
Oh, she's sweet, Eric.
I know.
I happen to be going into town. I ran into Mr. Mauer. He told me you were getting back today.
And we thought we'd just drop by and bring you something for your dinner.
Oh, nice.
A little save you all
They
the
gave her
bother
the
of
bad
shopping while you're
microphone.
Trying to get settled.
Then why don't you stay for dinner?
Oh no, not
Oh,
tonight.
no, we wouldn't think of that.
Oh, now, please say
I'd
yes.
like for you to.
It would be like old times.
All right, on the condition that I do the cooking.
You don't have to.
You know, I know that, but I'd love to.
She sounds like she's been dubbed over.
There's Mickey. Excuse me, honey.
Oh, there's Mickey.
Mickey.
Wait, everyone stop talking. This is my new favorite character. Oh, he looks like Resident Evil 4 Leon. I'm sorry, but he looks like slightly deranged.
He keeps this place up like a shrine.
She's been dubbed over
Eric
in
told me
English.
how he loved Marion.
Mickey's father
We're not
was a
watching the
gardener.
sub.
Marion's
I'm
mother
sorry.
was alive. Mickey and Marion grew up together here. Jenny, this is Mickey.
Oh, I don't like. It's. I'm right though. I'm right though. Look up Leon right now
Mickey?
and tell me I'm wrong.
Thank you, Mickey.
Well, shall we all go inside?
It's a good idea. Mickey, remember you promised me some of those rose cuttings.
Nice seeing you again, Mickey. I'm going to have
He
to get
doesn't
you down
want to
the
be
barber
there.
shop
He
one day
doesn't
very
want to be
soon.
there.
Excuse us, Mickey.
Because it's the 50s. Everyone sounded like this. This is just how their voices were back then. You gotta learn your history. Don't wash your face with that. That's swamp water. You're gonna get a UTI, dude. Poor Mickey, drinking the swamp water.
All right, that's done.
Now, please, Oh, Edward, now, don't break your neck.
You're doing great, Reverend.
Don't worry.
Good heavens. Honestly, the two of them are just like children.
Well, that doesn't look too bad, Eric.
Jenny, I hope you have more luck in getting your husband to mine than I've had with mine.
You know, you've got to admit it
More,
does make the room
more
look
luck getting
better.
your husband to
Very
mine.
well, cousin. For penance, you can come and help me with dinner. Now, come on. Edward, you keep Jenny company?
Yes, dear.
This was me and Q when you wanted to change your light on a rolling chair, and then I fell off, and then I fell off and hurt myself immediately within like 10 seconds.
No, Mary, no.
Who, Mickey, are you okay?
Send them away.
No.
Mickey?
Oh, she's so so very
So
nice,
is Mickey in love
Hey,
with Mary? What
isn't she
is that? His
wonderful?
sister? What is going on
Like
here?
Marion, and I think that's for the best.
I need to know who Marion is.
You know, so many men, when they lose a wife, they try so hard to deny the loss they marry someone exactly like
Talking
the
to
first wife.
paintings.
It hardly seems fair using the
Swag.
living to bring back the dead, does it?
No, I suppose it doesn't.
We make a prison for ourselves out of the past, at least our sentimental, wished-for pasts.
Mrs.
Aiko just
Snow,
wants someone to die.
there's something I must tell you and the Reverend.
Well, of course, Eric. What is it?
You see, Jenny has not had a very happy past.
Oh?
And talking about it or about something that might strongly remind her of it, she's very impressionable.
Is there something wrong, Eric?
No,
Children
not
do
really.
love
You
violence.
see, she lost her parents many years ago in a very tragic
Oh, the
way.
backstory.
And talking about unhappy past, only she's very impressionable. See, I want her to be happy, Mrs. Snow.
Of course you do, and so do we all. Now, how did she lose them?
Well, a
Well,
flying
I'm
skull.
not crying, dear. It's just that Mr. Snow and I can help better if we know something about it.
They drowned in an accident. Jenny saw it all.
A drowning accident?
Who's Mr. Mauer?
Mr. Mauer? Why, he's a lawyer in town.
I thought no one knew we were coming.
Please
You
help
said
me,
you
I am
heard from
drowning.
Mr. Mauer?
Well, Eric wrote him. He takes care of the estate, or what's left of it.
Oh, that's right. Eric has to see him tomorrow.
Well, Eric's co-executor of the estate along with Mr. Mauer. You see, Marion's death was so sudden that, well, all that was left to Eric was the house and these grounds.
Hi, Elfo.
Mr. Mauer told me that Eric had found someone very sweet and very kind, and with whom he was very much in love. He didn't say enough.
They drowned and the skull is underwater. Oh, the skull is the parents. It's gonna be like the mother or something. And
How
then
did
Marianne
Marion
comes
die?
back as a sexy
Did
vampire.
Eric tell you?
I think the subject's
Happy
rather
ending.
painful to him. I don't like to make him talk about it.
Why are they gossiping about this?
Would you mind telling me? I'd like to know.
It was a rainy day. She and Mickey had been working up there in the greenhouse. She left him to go back to the house for a few minutes. The way we pieced it together after the accident is that while she was coming down this path,
True, I'm
It
just
began
waiting
to
for the
rain
sexy
very hard.
vampire.
she must have run along here. We don't know, of course, what happened then. Perhaps she slipped on a leaf.
That's
Base
not
of her
normal.
skull was smashed.
Maybe she slipped on a leaf?
It was thought that she
That's not
hit her
normal.
head on the edge of the cement wall where we're sitting.
Maybe she... Listen, she slipped on a leaf and just instantly fucking broke her skull in half.
Where Eric found her 10 minutes later.
Is there a sexy vampire? There is. It says in the trailer, it was like, and a vampire woman. And she like appears for a second.
Marion, you said, Mickey, wait here.
Poor
I'm
Mickey.
going down
He's
the
just like
house
me, for real.
For just a minute. Wait here, Mickey, you said. and
He's
then
been
you went
doing this
away
for
and
2 years.
played, And you didn't come back to play. Marion, what?
And don't forget that you and Eric are coming for lunch day after tomorrow.
I know, I think I could be pals with Mickey.
Church on
I would come back to play with him.
Getting Eric to church
I would
is like
slip on a
moving
leaf and
mountain.
obliterate my skull for him.
Come along, my dear. It's getting late.
Eric, thank you very much for bringing Jenny
I want
into
to
our
eat Mickey,
lives.
he seems
Thank you for the
edible.
dinner.
You know what? I see it. I see it. I get you. I like take a bite.
Edward, did you know that Jenny's very wealthy?
Oh, yes, Mr. Mauer told me in town today.
Well, she's not at all like Marion. You know, she's so gentle and timid, as if she were afraid of something.
What a lovely couple in their
Do you
empty
like my
house.
friends, dear? What's this? Huh?
Just happy, that's
Come,
all. So happy.
on.
Mickey, you're still in the water. Does he just live out there? Don't jump, the skull's in there. The skull's in the water. Didn't you see the beginning? Don't go in the water.
cots?
Fine.
Uh-oh.
What are you reading?
Something Mrs. Snow.
The screaming skull and chill. That's what they're about to do.
Interesting.
It's called Beast in the Jungle.
Hey, baby, I'll show you my beast in the jungle. They call me the beast in the jungle.
All about a man who
You want to push our beds
waited
together?
all of his life for something great, wonderful to happen to him. He had only one good friend.
Oh no, it's emotional. I jumped the shark. I jumped the shark. It's emotional.
And she died. At her grave, he suddenly realized that she was the great and wonderful thing that he'd waited for all of his life.
The captions are terrible. I don't know who made these, but I'm going to kill them.
His memories, like beast in the jungle, rise up out of the past, overwhelm him.
Lady, I'm not here for your boring backstory. I'm here for the skull and the vampire. Get out of the way. Oh, they are. Never mind, I was right. He's about to be the beast in the jungle. Get ready. No, there's only one English. Sadly. Hold on. Whoever made this just sucks. We could watch it in Italian if you want. Whoever uploaded this just didn't try. I think they purposely did wrong. Welcome to our marital home. We have no lights, no furniture. A death count and our beds are separate. This is not... Is this a normal marriage? Is this just how it goes? Uh-oh. I hear the skull banging on something. He's cold. Let him in. Uh-oh. Brace. How does the skull knock on the door? Banging it, just bonking its forehead on the door. Just like I do. Just... Oh, it's just the window. We're good. This is how it is living in like a rural area. It's a painting. Whoa. I think that's a lily pad. It's just a slightly fucked up painting. And a lily pad. The leaf was out to get her. It was gonna make her trip and slightly land on her ass.
I don't think Mickey looks for her in the pond.
Jenny, now stop it.
I can't help it, Eric. That bad feeling's come back.
I forbid you to talk about it.
She looked like that, Eric. My mother looked like that.
Jenny.
I can't help it, Eric.
What, is Marianne her mother? Things are getting even weirder.
You're talking yourself into those same old fears.
I've got to talk about it, Eric. I have to talk about
I
it.
forbid you to talk about it now.
Oh, there's the sexism. We found it.
You beside me, I'm alive again. I don't want to be sick anymore.
I forbid you to talk about the scary ghost painting.
Thinking like this.
You have problems?
How could a very
No, you don't.
poorly done self-portrait upset you so much?
No, she's not Marianne. She's Jenny. Whoa.
I know it's only my own fear.
Ah.
It's my own guilt that I can't get away from. Eric, I'm sorry.
Oh, I want you to listen to me. want you to believe me. Now, you were sick once, yes, but you were cured. Mickey caused this. You may as well know. He does look for Marion night after night down by that pond. And he probably comes here afterwards. I'm going to speak to Mickey in the morning.
Yeah, no, wait, don't go be mean to Mickey.
Simply, it's all explained away.
That explained
also heard a
absolutely
scream,
nothing.
Before, when I went to the hospital, I was hearing things.
That explained
them
nothing
again.
at all.
What did you hear?
It was a high, strange scream.
High, strange scream. Like a peacock's cry?
What's that sound like?
Come here.
What's that sound like? He just starts making, he goes, ah, he starts yelling. That's the true scary part. Misogyny. Yeah. Did did he just throw something
Sound
at the
like that?
peacock?
See? It's all very, very real.
He just threw something like a weight at the peacock.
You feeling better now?
Yes.
Just full fisting it. He murdered one of the peacocks. And Mickey is still out and about. This is why he has no furniture. He keeps throwing it out the windows. At the peacocks.
Night.
I too say that to swamp water. Oh
We
wait, there's
won't be
furniture.
bothered with any
Look,
of
they
Mickey's
moved
nightly
one
visits
table in.
anymore. I've forbidden him to come into the house.
I was just nervous last night. I wish you wouldn't take it out on Mickey.
Now, he's a child. Must be disciplined.
What?
And I can feel I'm his
He's a
friend.
child. He must be disciplined.
You do some gardening with him while I'm in town. If he sees you're interested, you win him over quickly
What?
enough.
Wait a minute.
He's like a full beard.
He lists staples mostly.
Are you sure you don't want to come in with me?
You get more done without him.
True. Some children are 30.
Got to see about the lights, the phone, the bank, and the warehouse people about that furniture.
There you
that
go.
cop
They're gonna
just
get
about broke
furniture.
my back.
Don't worry.
We have to see Mr. Mauer.
I have to see him this evening. It's a bore, but I'll have
Like
to see him.
terminal.
Will you be home in time for dinner? I'll wait for you.
Now, if I'm not, don't you worry, darling. Getting out of Mara's clutches
I am
sometimes
not
requires
Mickey.
an act of
I am
God.
not Mickey. That's
I
not
love
me.
You.
Are you wearing your glasses? I am, actually.
Hello, Mickey.
I have to see the movie. It's very important. Games don't matter. Watching Mickey does.
Oh, look out. You almost cut him. He's a handsome one, isn't he? So cuddly and warm. When I was a little girl, I used to want to be a caterpillar.
Okay, first relatable sentence of the entire movie.
So I was a very little girl. There you go.
I too want to be a caterpillar.
Marion must have loved her gardens. We'll keep them lovely for her always. You know what I'd like to do, Mickey? I'd like to pick some of the nicest flowers and take them to her. Would you like that?
Yes.
Eric told me she was near here. Would you show me where?
I need to fix the captions after this movie. You do. You need to go on a rampage and fix all these captions. Well, that is a scary grave. Yeah, this is on YouTube. I'll send the link. Why is there just like a face?
That all right, Mickey? I'm sure it was a great loss to all of you, Mickey.
Who is Mickey? We haven't gotten to see. He's just the gardener? He's just sad.
Cries.
night.
Dead people don't cry, Mickey.
I heard her.
Heard her? Mickey?
Look at him go. He's so fast. So is Marianne her mother? Oh. Don't go in the closet. I like this Mickey guy. Mickey's the real protagonist. He runs away from social situations. He hears things that don't exist. Just like me. He regularly sits by a gross pond and looks sad. I love this guy. She's gonna fall in. I bet she's gonna fall in and obliterate her head. No, she's fine. Whoa. Woman. Stop reading Beast in the Jungle. You think I can adopt Mickey? I think so. Wow, women. It's starting to rub off on me. The 50s. Scandal. Terminal found canceled. Okay, not anymore, right? We're good? We're not getting any spicy Skull X women. Skull X Jenny. Terminal, what kind of movie is this? It's a peacock abuse movie.
I don't think he quite expects she's gone.
She cries. She cries in the night.
I think he expects her to show
It's a
up one of
sexy
these
skeleton
mornings.
movie. That's what it is.
She died in the water. The base of her skull was smashed.
She didn't want to die.
She died in the water.
Whoa. Scariest nightmare sequence of all time. The floating heads. If I was a peacock, I'd run away too. People were throwing shit at them. Why is that the scary part? Oh, it's time for the night dress running sequence. Oh no. Here she goes. She's gonna run out into the garden. And there's gonna be a vampire. This can't be happening. Did the skull scratch her? The skull got her. Why would you run away from that? It's just a skull. It has supernatural powers. Mickey, you're forbidden to come in the house. Q's gonna get eaten by the skull. There's gonna be red marks on you. You're gonna look at your hand after this movie, and there's gonna be like red marks. And you're gonna start screaming and running away in a night dress. Maybe the cats are in on it. Mickey, why are you creeping? I ship Mickey X me. Thanks, Aiko. I kind of am like a peacock. I look very similar. My hair gets all fluffy, like expands, like it's like a mating ritual. And it's colorful. I want to be Mickey's mother. Oh, we're going in two different directions. I can fix Mickey. I can fix Mickey. I can make him better. I can make him worse. I'm rebranding as the skull, the screaming skull VTuber. The peacocks don't have to be in the exact same spot every time. Oh god, she's got the skull. There you go. Damn. She's not fucking around. Oh, it's twitching. It's pulsating. The skull is throbbing. So no head? Slam skull out the window. I think I... No, you didn't. No, you... Twitch, that's a lie. Don't... Twitch, there was no such thing. There was no such thing that happened. There was no nipple sighting. That'd be the scariest thing of all. Terminal is canceled. I mean, I bet if I threw your skull at the ground, it would bounce too. We could test it. I'll get the scalpel. There's some girl streaming her in a hot tub right now. I'll do that too. Hold on. Where's my webcam? Where's the Termy hot tub stream? But I'm in full terminal cosplay, so it's not even sexy. Yeah, I reveal I'm always in a hot tub, just 24/7. Yeah, I'm pruned. That's what the bodysuit protects me from. My soggy bodysuit. The skull is knocking on your door. You better answer. Gaming chairs getting expensive. Lady, go answer it. It's a skull. It's just gonna be Mickey looking really sad, asking why his little pet skull got thrown out the window. Like a sad, wet dog. Why would you throw my wife's skull out your window? I love how every scene takes like 20 minutes to like get to the point of the scene. That's my favorite part about 50s scary movies. The suspense. What if Mickey is her dad? I'm really confused. I want to make like a diagram after this. I'm really confused about who is like with who. Is Mickey was dating Marianne or something, and then Marianne was also the wife of the husband, the sexist guy, and then Jenny is also the wife of the husband too. And then Marianne was also her mom. Damn, this family tree is scarier than the actual movie. Has Eric been at the store for 2 days? Okay, Emmy has the lore. Mickey and Marion were just BFFs. They were just besties. I like my theory better, though. It turns... No. No. My theory. It's rolling. Oh, God. It's rolling. She's dead. It turns out Mickey was just, like, leaving it. Like, oh, you drop this out your window. Have it back. Mickey was just trying to be nice.
Jenny.
He lives there. He lives in the shed, apparently.
Honey? It's all right, darling. It's all right. I'm right here. I'm right here. Just lie back. That's right. Just lie back. It's all right.
You were at the store for 3 days.
You found me. What else was there?
What do you mean, what else?
A skull?
Jenny,
I know there was no skull.
of course not.
Oh,
Mickey
she's
says
being
Marion
gaslit.
cries at night.
What? Childish, stupid.
Don't blame him.
There
They both
was no
have
skull.
He, out of his love for Marion, wishes the cry to be from her. I, out of my sickness.
Now, darling, we've been all through that nonsense last night.
Don't you see? I've never imagined seeing these things before. To just stand there and see it. Have it turn out to be nothing.
The skull wasn't real, honey. You're just imagining things.
Eric? I want you to call Dr. Rand tomorrow in New York.
I've never imagined scary skulls before.
No, Jenny. Now, it may sound selfish, but don't you see, having you to love, I'm happy too.
So is
I
the
don't
skull
wanna lose that.
real? I can't tell.
Now, in the morning, Mr. Snow will be here, and we'll tell him. He's very comforting. And I think he'll agree with me.
About what?
I think it's Mickey.
Why is he so
He hated
upset
me
at Mickey?
First.
He hated me from day
Marion was
one?
his friend, and when I married her, he thought I was taking her away from him. And now that she's dead, taken away from him forever, I suppose in that childish mind of
He's
his,
so mean to
I'm
Mickey.
responsible for that.
He just lives in the bushes. That's all
And
he
now
does
because
wrong.
You're my wife, and in Marion's house, he hates you too.
I don't think Mickey's responsible. He's not quick enough or clever enough.
And who?
They're both so mean to
Myself.
Mickey.
It's all in my own mind.
We do need somebody else, darling. We need somebody outside of the confusions of our love for each other.
I don't know, he married off pretty quick after the
The Reverend
death.
Snow
After the
will be here in the
tragic
morning.
skull-related death. Oh, the pastor's here. We're good.
Who's in there?
Perform the ritual.
Well, this much is real anyway. Look here, Jenny.
Oh, he knows the skull marks.
You see, this is how you gouged your hand. You say you threw the skull down here where Eric is looking?
Yes.
Did you find anything, Eric?
Nothing yet.
Surely, Jenny. you
No,
must
it's a
agree
great
with me
idea.
that
The skull is gonna kill the
anything
priest.
as
This
fragile
is my
as the
guess.
skull has been smashed to bits
Get ready.
down there. And Eric has found nothing. And to assume that the skull would move of its own, all the way from there to the driveway door. Now, Jenny, there's no reason for that.
Don't you see, I agree with you. Did Eric tell you I spent over a year in a sanitarium?
Oh, Eric told Mrs. Snow that you were very impressionable, but that's all.
Why is the husband so
Go
terrible?
to sanitariums.
She's very
Wasn't
impressionable.
quite that kind of sanitarium.
she's just like me for real.
You see, I grew up loving my father and hating my mother. Well, she never knew it. Something I kept to myself.
This is all just a
She was very
story
beautiful,
about mental illness all along.
very gay, like her. Very much.
So
I knew she
Marianne just
resented
looks
that I was
exactly like her.
not more like her. I used to lie awake at night.
I guess the husband has a type. Permanently perfectly curled hair.
Well, that isn't very unusual. I understand many children go through such a period.
I was no longer a child. And one day...
Is she? Because I'm getting scared. We need to look up the lore, like the Wikipedia page for this.
I could still hear her scream. I was all alone on the little beach. And all I could see was the overturned boat on the top of the waves. And I kept trying to reach them. And the waves kept throwing me back.
Oh, they died in a boat accident.
And then...
Why don't they just get rid of the peacocks? Because the husband has a hobby of throwing shit out his window at them. You don't understand the 50s, do you? Things were different back then, okay?
That's when this bad
Everyone throws shit at birds out their window.
I could have saved them, but I didn't.
How could you have saved them? You were like 2.
That I really killed them.
No, Jenny. You tried. You tried your very best.
Did.
This guy is a nicer guy than the husband by far. I think she should leave him for the pastor.
That's when they took me to the hospital. They told me I was cured.
Jenny.
Oh, they did a little bit of lobotomy.
They told me I was cured.
I know the husband's the only bad one. Everyone else is really nice, and the husband's like, I forbid you from talking about it. You're just very impressionable. There is no skull. I hope he dies.
Mickey!
So he's gonna beat Mickey's ass now. For no apparent reason. His anger will be taken out on Mickey.
Mickey!
That he killed his wife. You might have figured something out.
On.
I bet you. I went to the wiki. Okay, who is Marion?
Who knows about Mickey?
Don't spoil, but tell me who Marion is.
You looked at Marion's grave?
I think he killed her. The real scary part. Ableism, exactly. Oh, so this guy, he's fucking his old wife's best friend now. It's getting even worse. He's getting worse. Like, the more we learn about him. He killed his wife to be with his wife's best friend. Calling it. I'm guessing the plot twist. He's gonna go into the forest and start maniacally laughing. Where are they that there's bamboo and swamp?
Mickey? Mickey!
I haven't seen it. That's
Mickey?
cool.
Mickey?
Oh, he's just like me. He runs just like me. No joke. That's actually how I
Mickey?
escape from social situations. Is this Florida? Yeah. Yeah, this looks a lot like it. Like, there's the big, like, old plantation building, mansion. It's exactly like it. Every house looks like that, in the middle of the swamp.
No. Where's Jenny? She's with Mrs. Snow on the patio. Eric, I think I should tell you that Jenny has confided in me about the sanitarium.
He's gonna say something
Does your
bad.
wife know? I told her Jenny was impressionable, but not that. I haven't said a word to her. Mr. Snow, you can do both Jenny and me a great favor by forgetting she ever told you that. But Eric, if it helps explain, it explains nothing.
It
If I were you,
explains
Eric,
literally
I'd take her
everything.
away.
It
If she's so
it explains
impressionable
the
and that
skull.
house frightens her so much, why subject her to it?
Look, I can't do a thing like that. It'd be the worst thing for her. Mr. Snow, it would be admitting she was sick again. I want her to be happy. We'll stay here.
Perhaps you know best, Eric.
No, he
I've got a
really
simple
doesn't
and
know best.
old-fashioned piece of philosophy. The only cure for her fear is to teach her she's loved. I mean, really loved.
He really is
I love her
gaslighting.
so much.
God bless
I
you,
want her to
Mary.
be happy
She's a very
by
fortunate woman
ignoring
having someone
all
like
of
you
her
to care for.
problems. My God, that's the scariest part. He's actually scarier than the skull. We're watching just like a regular unhealthy relationship.
Sorry.
Darling, you've got to believe it will not happen again. Ever. Mickey?
Next, we shall remove her skull
Mickey!
and fix her brain.
Eric!
I would admit that she needs help, and that's horrible. Oh my god, he's chasing Mickey down. Dude, calm down. Mickey just wants to get away. Why are you chasing him?
Stop it!
Oh, he's gonna beat him.
What are you going to do with that skull?
Stop it! It wasn't his
Where did you
fault.
get it?
Leave him alone.
I'll take care of this, Jenny. Now, I know you
Leave
don't like
Mickey
me,
alone.
I know you're doing anything to get us to leave here. This idiotic attempt to scare us as if we were children. It was you, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
No, not me, not me.
Get out of here. Get out of here. On.
Mickey, burn down the house. Do it, Mickey. Commit arson.
Apologize to him.
Mickey, kill
He knows as well
now.
as I do it's not his fault. It's all in my own mind.
Jenny, I'm going to do something. And you're going to help me do it.
What's that?
That portrait upstairs. It reminds me of your mother.
See, so what? Why is there just a picture of someone that looks like her mother?
Fine until you saw it. Now it has you all preoccupied with memories of the past. We're going to burn it.
Oh, arson is real.
Precious to you, Eric.
The picture means nothing to me. I want you to be happy.
So Marion,
can't be into
I'm
his
so
sphere. It's
confused
out
about the
of our
Marion
lives.
situation. Burn the mother. Burn her now. But the skull's gonna get mad. And the vampire lady's gonna crawl out of the ground. Ooh, this guy sucks. Boo.
All right, Jenny. Go on, Jenny.
Forcing her to commit arson. Property damage. It is an ugly painting. True. I think they're gonna burn it and Marion's gonna come out of the ground and like claw her way up and like kill them.
Let's go back to the house.
You probably shouldn't just leave them.
It's only the peacocks.
It's only the peacocks gaslighting again. The painting's literally screaming.
Fire's almost out.
Yes. We can't let those ashes
No,
stand
because that
overnight.
would be admitting that his
these
wife
bills
has
are a good
problems,
tinderbox.
and that's not acceptable.
You want to help me?
He literally gaslit. No, say no. Forced to do the shovel work.
Are you feeling better?
It's as if I destroyed her with my own hands. She'll come back, Eric. She'll come back.
Darling, if you go on talking that way, you destroy the whole purpose. Now, the thing is out of the house, and it's over. You just give it half a chance. You'll begin to forget it.
I think he knows. I think he knows about the skull.
And if you'll just spread those ashes out a little for me, I'll get the water to it. That's it.
Ruining the property value of this beautiful empty skull house. Oh!
What is it, darling?
What is it, honey?
Darling, there's no skull
There,
there.
there
There's
literally
no
is.
skull there, darling. There is no skull there, Jenny.
They're literally. It's all gaslighting. The whole movie's gaslighting. The whole thing. He just looked directly at it.
Darling,
The real villain.
there's no skull there. There's no skull.
What? He was the villain the whole time. I knew it. He's picking up like a popsicle. Like a... What a freak. What a fucking creep. I knew it. He's gonna go eat it. He's gonna take a bite out of it like a popsicle. It was right. The Wikipedia was right. Bro, what are you doing? You... What? He's a freak. There is no skull, honey. There is no skull. Why is he kind of buff? Oh, Mickey saw the whole thing. Hold that thought. You can't say that about this guy. He's terrible.
When we get into town, I will call Mr. Maurer. He'll arrange a midnight plane.
But there'd be more time. Time for so many wonderful things.
It's gonna be all right.
Is he sending her back?
Of course.
It's just me.
I hope Mickey kills
It'll be all right.
the guy so badly. Brutally.
Good evening, my dear. Mrs. Snow's hen thought you might like some fresh eggs for your
Oh, yes,
breakfast.
some eggs will fix everything. Thank you.
Hello, Eric.
This is a surprise.
Those hens labored mightily, as you can see.
Fine, I'll take them.
Would you like an egg in this trying time?
You'll excuse me, dear.
The fact it's almost over and there's been no climax.
What is it, Eric?
No, listen. This is the climax. The
Gotta take
eggs.
me away. That hospital she was in before.
It happened again?
I thought it would help her if we got rid of that portrait. You know the one.
Yes.
But you saw the skull. It wasn't fake.
She saw a skull in the ashes.
You were there?
I saw nothing, of course.
Ooh.
Of course.
And I thought it was Mickey. But when I was there myself and I saw her... Mr. Snow, there's something I've never told you. I've never told anybody. But when Jenny was put away in that hospital, she tried to do away with herself. I'm terribly afraid.
You think she
He has
might
like a
try it again?
he has like the
I know she
sociopath, the
will.
American Psycho
Unless I get her
stare.
back to that hospital
When are you going?
tonight.
We shall miss you. Mrs. Snow and I have grown very fond of Jenny.
Yes, and she of you.
I don't suppose you'll be coming back here again, Eric?
No.
Jenny is rich. Eric
Never.
wants to put her away. I think Emmy's figured it out. Maybe that's the thing. This is Jenny's house, right? Or like lived with Marianne or something?
Very kind.
It's a gold digger situation. We figured it out.
I said goodbye to him just now.
I like how the skull wasn't even the scary part. It was just some skull.
No.
He said he thought the skull was real. He's going to bring some men in the morning
Oh,
to search the estate.
Jenny has money from dead parent. Makes
Where?
sense.
Everywhere. He's just
He was
talking
after the money all along. The scary skull doesn't matter. You filthy little gold digger, you. Mr. Snow is honestly the best guy in the movie. Jenny should get with him. Like, just join the marriage over there. I don't know. They've grown very fond of Jenny. There could be like a little polycule. Oh, he's getting the skull again. Oh, he's been planting it everywhere. Was the skull not even supernatural? He's been planting it all along. I get it. Mickey's got the skull now. That's right, bitch. Mickey's got it. Let's go. He's about to blow this whole thing wide open. Look at this wet, dumb idiot. Look at this stupid little guy in the water. Yeah, he's been planting it. I thought this was supernatural. Where's the vampire? It said vampire woman. I've been misled. She's gonna come back.
All right. Where's the skull? You
You saw me put it in the pond. You must have. Where is it? I don't know. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Where is it? I don't know. Tell me the truth. You took it. Tell me.
Oh, the vicious slaps.
Who?
The cartoon sound effects.
Who? Marion took it. Marion took it.
Marion took it.
Marion.
Marion's gonna come back and murder him. He did have it. How did they get her whole skull out? What if a bird ate the skull? I'd be impressed. That'd be the scariest things of all. Florida birds get crazy. Yeah, Shoe Bill. I promise a great climax is coming. Sure.
Edward, in the name of heaven.
Mickey, where did you find this?
Pond?
Well, who put it there?
He did?
Eric?
He did.
Then there was a
How did she know? That was like the wrong order of
Eric said
lines.
that he didn't see it when Jenny saw it.
I know.
Oh, but why should Eric lie like that?
Mickey, those other times with the skull. Did you?
Marion was old. A bit of a
No.
gilf situation,
Mickey,
you know?
Never lied to me before. Lying is a sin. You understand that? You must not lie to me now. Did you do it, Mickey, all those other times?
No.
I simply do not understand that. If it wasn't Mickey,
And it wasn't her imagination.
It was Eric.
why would Eric do such a thing?
I don't know. I just don't know.
Well, what do you think we should do about it?
We're going back
Kill
to
him.
that house.
We're going back there to kill him. No, don't go out in the darkness. You're so sexy. Don't go in the darkness and get killed by the skull. No.
Mickey?
Yeah, exactly. He wants to send her away. I know, the screaming skull, it's like a whole story. It's actually like a plot. I just expected like the skull to scream and then it would end. I've been enthralled. I want to see what happens. Yeah, I hope Marion crawls out of the ground and murders him.
Mickey? Eric and I are leaving, Mickey. I'd like to say goodbye.
Marion crawls
I'd
out.
like to leave as your friend, Mickey.
Where does Mickey sleep?
Mickey?
In the shed?
Mickey?
In the bushes? Does he climb up in trees? Marion! She's back! I knew it. Mickey's the vampire girl? Oh my god, look at her. She's got such swagger. I wish I could be a vampire girl like this. I know, she's like, she's being polite and proper. She's just happy, all right? Look at look at her run. Oh my god, look at this little skip. He looks the ghost dead in the eyes and says, I see nothing. Oh. Holy shit. Mickey. The takedown. Oh my god. The WWE takedown. I didn't expect it. Oh, she's still alive. Wait, she's still alive. Open the door, Eric. I'm sure nothing bad will happen to you. He fixes his tie with a corpse on his stairwell. Let me just politely answer the door. Yes! Let's go! Yes! Get him! Yes! Can we get a replay? Can we get a replay real quick, please? I'm so sorry. The way the arms fly off. Yeah! Roll after him. Roll down the stairs. Get him. I love how we're cheering on the skull. Like, the skull is literally the good guy. I didn't expect this. It's gonna get him. Get his ass. This is what happens when you're abusive. If you're a bad husband, this will happen to you. The sound effect. Where's he going? This is where their whole budget went. Just this 3-minute scene. They used all it's the same GIF. It got him. It got him. It's dragging him under. We won. Skull fans, we won. I'm just gonna say, we did it. Boiling my husband in hot swamp water. Drowning my husband in swamp water. I knew it. I knew the skull was good all along. Standing up for women's rights. Don't judge a skull by how it screams, all right? That's what we've learned from this. You joined in on the scariest movie of all time. Ever. The single scariest movie I've ever seen. There was like misogyny, which was scary, and there was a skull that screams. What if they think she killed him?
Jenny, are you all right? Oh, Jenny.
Eric tried.
Shh. Oh,
Where is Eric?
Don't.
I don't know. I don't know.
I know, me too. He's so dead and drowned. Honestly, we won. The bad husband, he's dead. They're so much nicer. If he gets out of the water, I'm gonna be so mad.
Please answer me! Eric! Eric!
Oh, he's dead.
Eric, where are you?
What if he's somehow alive? I'd cry. What if he can't get away with it? He's tried to murder his wife. The skull better have killed him. I'll kill him. I'll track him down. He's dead. Where's Mickey?
Eric.
Maybe Mickey became the vampire lady. I think Mickey summoned the vampire. That's why he had the skull. What a dumb, wet idiot.
Why did he do it?
Your money.
For the money. Emmy was right.
Question is now, did Marion die in an accident?
No, Marion didn't.
We'll never know.
Guess we'll never know? No, I'm pretty sure you know now. I think you know now. I think it's pretty open and shut. Marion definitely didn't slip on a leaf and get the base of her skull crushed. The skull was whole. Wait, the skull was whole, so it didn't happen. Oh, there's Mickey. Bro, you shouldn't drink that water.
Rest.
My god, why was he drinking the water at the end, though? You think this happens to everyone who moves here? Yeah, I do. Actually, I do think so. Thirsty. I think that happens to everyone who's in an unhealthy relationship and causes the issues. I think they get gotten by the skull. What if Eric is the next skull? You're right. Actually, mate, we need a sequel. Where's the Screaming Skull 2? Honestly, you're right. No, you're right. I can't get over this part. I cannot get over it. Where is it? Where's the amazing, like, stool throw of 2023? There it is. I'm sorry. I have to see it. I have to see it one more time. Oh, thank you for the clip. Yeah, exactly. Look at this. I'm sorry. This is what happens to skeletons, alright? This is what happens to skeletons when you enter my home. If you have bones in your body, I don't want you here. What happened to the rest of the bones? They flew off. It's the Screaming Skull, not the Screaming Skeleton. So, here's my question. Now listen, this is going to be divisive here. It's going to be very divisive. Hold on, let's get like a full body shot. Hold on. No, hold on. Wait. I have a very good question. Okay. Would you? Would you? Yeah? Okay, Emmy, we gotta yeah. Sans? Alright. We got Sans. I knew what you were asking. I'm just asking. Oh, welcome back, Statics. I'm asking if you would. Marion, the scary skull lady. I say I solid yes. That looks like a solid yes across the board. Solid yes across the board. Sans Undertale real. You missed, so the skull ends up killing the abusive husband. And like everyone has a happy ending. If you want to see here. Just look at this. Since you missed this status, I'll show you. That is pretty much what you missed. That all on its own is what you missed. You missed the obliteration of the skeleton. Very scary, and the scary, and this you gotta see the skull coming out of the house. Watch, you're not ready for this. You might start crying. This is the rundown that you need. Just you wait. You're gonna die of fright. Whoa. Be honest though, if you saw this outside your house, I think you'd die of fright. What would you do? You just see the giant floating skull PNG fly out of your house and come after you. Let her in. Say hello. Dies from death. It's okay, you get a free burial. Didn't you see the Okay, you want to see something really scary involving skeletons? Hold on. I have to show you this. Haunted. You want to see something really scary before I head out after the movie? You want to see something really spooky? This is the scariest thing of all time. Look, watch it. It's haunted. It's haunted.
Motherfucker!
This is your rundown of the screaming skull. Look at it go. Look at it go. I'm so motherfucker. No, watch, it starts shaking its ass though. Leave this house now.
Oh my god.
Look at it go. Kill it.
I'm touching this thing, and it's going nuts.
Oh, a YouTube link. I've been sent a YouTube. All right, last link. I've been sent a YouTube link by Emmy that says spooky skeleton. So let's see what this is first.
Schnipp, schnapp! Ah, ah, da, ja! Ich bin Schnappi, das Krokodil! Ja! Thomas Ägypten, direkt am Nil! Ja! Und Schnappi ist
Oh, this is the scariest one yet. Thank you, Emmy, for your submission.
Zum Schnappen bin ich immer
Look at him go.
Schnipp, schnapp, Himmel ab! Hab mich schnappenderweise auch aus diesem Scheiß-Ei befreit!
If you're an abusive husband, this will happen to you and you will piss your pants. So don't be in unhealthy relationships or this will happen. The skeleton will appear and it'll groove at you. So remember, be good, alright? That's what we've learned today. Be good. Oh, my recommendation's gonna be removed. Alright, wait, let's find a movie. Does anyone have any old public domain movie recommendations for next week? Why does it sound backwards? He's just grooving, man. Don't be rude. I Spy Schnappy? Where? I found this. Is this me? Yeah. Very good. Very good. Thank you, Miku. Alright, what is this? Is this the real Schnappy? I don't know what this is. I'm on a rabbit hole. What is this exactly?
Ich bin Schnappi, das kleine Krokodil.
What is this?
Aus Ägypten, das liegt direkt am Nil. Zuerst
What am I witnessing?
in einem Ei, dann
It's Schnappy.
ich mich frei. Schnie, schna, Schnappi, Schnappi, Schnappi,
Oh, now I recognize it.
Schnie,
Now I
schna,
recognize it.
Schnappi,
I will not be
Schnappi,
watching... Listen, guys, we've gone too far. I'm not watching baby sensory videos with you. We've gone too far. We've gone much too far with this. Oh boy, look at him go, actually. I'm not gonna lie, look at him go. Argo Man? What is that? Is that a... Hold on. Trailer. Alright, let's watch the trailer. We'll see. This might be... We'll try to find the next movie for next week. Oh my god.
No one and nothing seems able to stop him. Invincible, invulnerable. Argo Man, the fantastic Superman.
Okay, this looks pretty good.
But even he had his Achilles heel. A beautiful
Wait,
woman's kiss.
wait, boys. Hey, yo.
Kill each other.
Argo Man, the fantastic
This looks pretty good.
Superman.
This might be the next. This might be the next movie night. Kill each other. That's what my
Man
brain
gifted
tells
with
me.
Such extraordinary powers that ordinary men were helpless to cope with him. Everyone and everything was pitted against him, from hired killers
Oh
to the
my
most
God, this looks
diabolical
awesome.
inventions of modern science.
Look at him go.
The world's most beautiful women vied for his favors, or the chance to kill
Hey,
him.
yo. Fuck. We will. We're gonna have to watch this at some point. They want to have the chance to kill him. Listen, I get it. Kill each other. Holds out my hand at the chat. Kill each other.
Argo Man, the fantastic Superman.
Okay, I'll start biting. Okay, cool. Good. Yeah, kill each other. Oh my god, he's kind of bad though. Look at him. I'd want the chance to get with him and kill him.
Out of time, carry you on a crest of thrills and laughter from start to finish. Be sure to see this Superman power.
Oh my god, the doohickey. He's got the contraption pointed right at him. He's got the doodad. Okay, hold on. We will watch. Hold on, let's just watch the opening scene. This is like a preview for next week. All right, it's like a preview. We're gonna watch the opening scene. We have to know how good the movie is. So consider this like a teaser. Next week on Terminal Movie Night. Is he captured? What are they cooking?
Kill each other. Kill each other.
Is that his power?
Kill each other.
Is that just his power? To tell people to kill each other?
Kill each other.
Is it seriously his only power? Oh my god. He makes a very convincing point. He does. He just asks politely. Is he the bad guy or the good guy? Is he a villain? Kill each other. That's what I'm gonna start doing. We're gonna have a kill each other segment. Smug. I just go like this. Kill each other. Kill each other now. What the fuck? Is okay, we are definitely. Is it even on like YouTube? Hold on. We'll definitely find a way. We'll watch this next time. It's not on here, but I'll find it. I'll download it. I will download. I'll pirate it. Argo Man, the Fantastic Superman. Next week. Get hyped. Okay, get hyped. We're going to watch it. I want to see him yell kill each other. Or you want to see him yell kill each other one more time? Maybe he has like another, like a highlight reel. No, that's it. That's it. Kill each other. Okay, we will watch this. Don't worry. Next week, Argo Man, it's on. Be there or be square. All right? You have to ask Hunter? Okay. No, I'll find ways. I'll find ways. Let's see who's actually on right now to, like, raid. Unless you want to watch gnome cryptid videos for like 10 hours. We could do that too. We could always just watch 10 hours of gnome videos, like cryptids, like always. I'm being good, actually. I would never do that to you. Here, we're gonna raid someone, though. Who? I don't know. We can go to... Riza. Maybe. Or... Oh, here. Go to Lania. Another robot, I think. Very important. Go support your fellow robot people, alright? Go right now. They're playing Satisfactory. Thank you for joining me. Hold on. Thank you. Oh, shit is fucked. Never mind. Let's go back to this. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me on movie night. I really appreciate it. Okay. Thank you. Have sweet dreams. And as always, I love you, mice. And now get out of here. All right. Bye. Get out of my hair. Leave. Go. Go say Termy, watch the scary movie. Say you pissed your pants. Say you died from fright. Bye-bye.